Okay, this right here, this is the highlight of VidCon 2013. Actually, this is the highlight of my life. So here we have what looks like the Shane and Friends podcast. That was a podcast. Oh my God. It's me and Troye Sivan. This is so cute. We're so little. This is Ricky Dillon. He looks great. I look very uncomfortable. Hello everyone. Today we're going to be looking through one of my old private Facebook albums titled VidCon 2013. So when I was 17, I somehow managed to convince my awesome parents to come along with me to Anaheim to attend this VidCon convention, and they somehow agreed to it. They knew how much of a fan I was of the platform, so it was kind of like my combined birthday, Christmas, just ultimate present that year. When I made the calculation that I was in fact 17 in these photos, I was like, I look 12 in these photos, but I was a late bloomer, so it kind of makes sense. I literally look so awkward in these photos. I was the most awkward person on the planet. Anyways, now I was going just as a community member. I was not a content creator at that time, so I didn't have like a special pass or anything. I wasn't invited to go. But of course, all of the big YouTubers and content creators at that time stayed at the Anaheim Hilton. And of course, you know, we were already paying the big bucks to fly over to Anaheim. So we stayed at some dingy Disney motel that was not too far away from the Anaheim Convention Center. But I basically woke up really early in the morning each day just to like sprint on over to the convention center because there were really long lineups to get in. So some background about VidCon in case you live under a rock and don't know what VidCon is or was. Simply put, VidCon is the YouTube video convention, similar to like Comic-Con. This was all related to content creation on YouTube, the platform, and it was created by John and Hank Green. This is my opinion, but I have to say that I think 2013 was the last good VidCon that existed, just because everything was more laid back. Like, I could casually run into Pewdiepie at one point. Like, that can't happen now. That isn't to say it wasn't a shit show. The big YouTubers were getting chased down by a bunch of tween girls. So when you think about all of the top YouTubers of 2013, all of the biggest names, I have met pretty much all of those people. I spent 90% of VidCon just running around trying to scope out the YouTubers that I watched so I could take photos with them. Am I proud of that? No. We're gonna play a game that I like to call Who's Been Cancelled and Who's Still Relevant. So I'm gonna put a tally on the side here for who's canceled, who's irrelevant, and who's still cranking out content on YouTube. So here we have Lohanthony. At the time, he was like one of the biggest memes on the internet. His videos were really funny. He was actually the very first YouTube star that I ran into at the convention. This was actually the day before the official VidCon started. This was like the creator day. I was not prepared at all. Okay, this was the day that I was planning to just pick up my pass and then go home to my hotel. So I'm just gonna put Lohanthony at not really relevant anymore. I know he makes content, but he is not as big as he was during this time. Next up, we have Jen, otherwise known as Jennxpenn, wearing what looks like a Forever 21 Nirvana shirt. Times really have changed there. And she is still very much relevant. I'm still subscribed to her. She has pretty great content. So good for her, like to be creating content for over 7 years and not getting burnt out and leaving the platform. That's pretty insane. Okay, let's, I'm scared to see what's next, but let's see what's next. Next up, we have Charlestrippy and me looking like I'm about to shit myself. Charlestrippy, awesome dude. He's still making content. If you zoom in on the background, that's Charlie McDonnell, otherwise known as Charlieissocoollike. I just like casually got a shot of Charlie McDonnell by himself on the escalator in the background of this shot. Does anyone remember him? He definitely does not make content anymore. Actually, maybe he does. And there's Allie. Her last vlog on YouTube was 3 years ago, but I think she's on Twitch. Okay, so I guess she's still relevant, so we'll put her in the still making content column. At this age, I still had not even had a guy touch my shoulder like that. Okay, that's too much. I think his name is Maz or something. Mazzy or Maz or something. I'm gonna just go ahead and say not relevant, at least not to me anymore, because I have no idea who this is. Oh my God. The fact that this photo is so blurry, it's so chaotic. You can tell that there was a swarm of teenage girls around us, and that's why this photo is so chaotic. Looking back, I just feel so bad for chasing these people down. But when you're a teenage girl, you just want that photo. So this is obviously Joey Graceffa, still very much a YouTuber. Oh my God. Could this photo be any blurrier? I remember bringing my terrible camera. It was like this old camera that like had so much trouble focusing clearly. So here's me with the one and only Teala. What can I say? She's a living legend. She's definitely still relevant. And beside me is Leah. I would still say she's like making content, like she's still a relevant figure on the internet. Okay, so here we have Mitchell Davis. He was huge back in the day. Like he was at his peak at this time. I don't know if he has like as big of a following now, but he definitely still makes content on the internet. So I'm gonna say he's still out there doing his thing. And this is Rachel. I don't remember her actual YouTube account name. I don't think she's relevant on the internet anymore. So this is still me on the first day. Like I literally met everyone on the first day. You see, I got my naked juice. Just trying to stay hydrated because I was so busy chasing around YouTubers that I just had no time to eat or consume any form of nutrients. This is Ricky Dillon. He looks great. I look very uncomfortable. He's still relevant. I don't watch his content, but I know he's still relevant. Okay, so here we have Shaycarl. He was one of my favorite content creators back in the day. Look at how small Avia is. Oh my God. These photos are like a time capsule. So we all know what went down. I'm not going to explain it because I'm not a drama channel, but if you know, you know. I guess I'll put him in the canceled section because I think for a lot of people he still is canceled. Okay, so this is iJustine looking like perfect. She just always looks good and she's so bubbly. Like what you see on camera, she's exactly the same in person. She's very much still on the platform. She's definitely like one of the OG big YouTubers. And this is Brittani Louise Taylor. I remember meeting her and the first thing that came out of my mouth was, "You're so tall in person." And I think she got kind of offended because that's like not something you just go up to a person and tell them. Honestly, not surprised. I was so awkward. Yeah, she's still on the internet. She's still making videos. Okay, here we have the one and only Philip DeFranco. Definitely a big YouTuber still. I was so excited to meet him because he was like really popular even back then and he still remained super relevant. So that's exciting. Definitely one of the OG big YouTubers. And here is one half of the Fine brothers. I think they were canceled at one point, or like not canceled, but there was some controversy about them with the whole React to lawsuits and stuff. But I think they're still, they're okay now? I don't know. I think there's always been something a little bit sus about them. Ooh, okay, this is Damon. Damon Fizzy, yes. Apparently he has a video from 4 years ago titled, "Why I Stopped Making Videos." I guess he's not making YouTube videos anymore, which is totally fair. Okay, so I didn't take an actual photo with them, but I took a photo of them, which is creepy. This is Jack's Gap. Actually, Jack and Finn. This was when like all of the British YouTubers, like everyone was obsessed with them. It looks like Finn is a student at Cambridge. They're doing like environmental stuff. So they look like they're doing super cool things now with their platform, which is awesome. I guess we'll put them in still making content, although they're not making the same type of content. And here's me with Guy. I have no idea who this is. Okay, so here we have Dan and Phil from afar. their meet and greet lineup was legitimately like a day long. Like you had to pretty much sacrifice your entire one day of VidCon to line up to meet them. So I just took a photo of them from afar and that was good enough for me. But they're still a big deal on the internet, I would say. They're still very lovely, wholesome beings on the internet. It's Glozelle. She did some crazy things. Glozelle eating a tampon, gumball challenge. Let's see what she's doing now. She's looking good. Wait, this is her? Oh my God. Sorry, I'm shook right now. Well, anyways, I guess she's doing well. She has over 4 million subscribers and it looks like her videos are catered to YouTube kids. Okay, so this is Catrific. Loved her. She's no longer really that relevant on the internet. I think she made a video at one point saying that she was kind of done with the whole YouTube thing. Okay, this right here, this is the highlight of VidCon 2013. Actually, this is the highlight of my life. I met the one and only Felix, aka Pewdiepie. Look at my hands. I'm just like, I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm carrying what looks like a garbage bag, but it's like the little bags that you get for free. That was a good day. I met a legend that day. Okay, moving on. So this is Sam Pepper, or the back of Sam Pepper. Definitely canceled. Ooh, okay, this is me and Kalel. I love Kalel. I love riding on the roller coaster that is her channel. Again, if you know, you know. She's awesome, still making videos, sort of. Here we have Michael Buckley. He, of course, did the What the Buck show. And his last content was 2 years ago. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the irrelevant column. Tay Zonday. I love this photo so much because for some reason, just for this photo, my camera decided to focus on us and blur the background out. And that's such an accurate depiction of like what it's like meeting Tay Zonday. Tay Zonday, of course, is the creator behind Chocolate Rain, a YouTube classic. So he posted something 4 months ago. Looks like he's still memeing it out. Good for him. You know what? What the heck? He's still relevant in my books. So here we have what looks like the Shane and Friends podcast. That was a podcast. Shane Dawson was such a big part of my life growing up, as probably many of you watching this, he was for you guys as well. So I actually did line up for his meet and greet because, like I said, he was probably my favorite YouTuber back in the day. And unfortunately, my shitty camera glitched and my friend who I was with was not able to take a photo. Like my camera just froze. So I met him, don't have photo evidence of it. But yeah, lots changed since then. He is canceled. And this is FunForLouis. At the time, I knew him as FoodForLouis. He used to do like questionable content, like eating roadkill and stuff. And then I think since then he's become a vegan YouTuber, so he's really done a full 360. FunForLouis, he's still on YouTube posting videos every month. Oh my God. This is Jeana from, well, what was Prank vs. Prank. She's still relevant. I'm still subscribed to Prank vs. Prank, so yeah. Oh my God. Look at this photo. It's me and Troye Sivan. This is so cute. We're so little. So he's obviously a huge musician now, like he's a pop star now. I would argue that he's more relevant now than in this photo. And here I am with Megan, aka Strawberry17. She is like one of the OG YouTubers, and I still follow her on social media, so I know she's still relevant. It's Harvey from Epic Mealtime. This guy is huge. His wolf shirt, oh my God, that's a look. And there's me looking terrified. I think they're still around, although the hype is definitely not what it used to be. Olga Kay. I think she's kind of doing things on the internet, but I'm just gonna put her in not that relevant anymore. Sorry, Olga Kay. JC Kalin. Okay, but why is he doing the F-boy tongue face thing? These are like the original TikTok guys, you know? He's still around. Oh my God, this is me meeting the queen herself, Zoella. She's pregnant now. She's definitely still relevant on the internet. Like, she's a big name. So apparently, even when I took this photo, I had no idea who she is. And I still don't know who this is. Leave a comment down below. I'm very curious who this mystery person is. And yeah, that's the end of the album. Wow, that was quite a journey we just went on. It's crazy to look back at this because I've just been such a big YouTube fan for so long, and now I'm finally making content myself, which I feel like 17-year-old Jess would be so proud of for me taking the leap on YouTube. Thanks for taking this journey down memory lane with me. That was 8 years ago. Like, it's just insane to think about how much can change in 8 years. But anyways, be sure to leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys next time.